All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasu said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited, delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasu Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. Link for the membership right down in the video description. It's in the chat. All you have to do is just click that link right over there. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasu Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General strictly for the brothers. It's an amazing, amazing course. You can get a preview just by clicking that link right over there in the chat. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream, where the brothers we go live once a week discussing very vital, important, powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Make sure you get over there, get the preview, check it out, become a brother, become a member today. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasu Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. Got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out the catalog, get a discount, shop and save and shop. The General got the pop in his page on Patreon. By far, over 500 exclusive live streams only to be viewed on Patreon. I'm going live. I'm going to continue because we're in a very serious situation today. And so the General got to be on the front line at all times on this political front, dealing with this information, so we'll know where we stand right here and right now today, dealing with this Neanderthal. I want y'all to get on over there to that Patreon, become a patron, and get that work of over 500 exclusive live streams. To all the family out there donated to the General, I thank you. I appreciate you. You know I do. Any of the family out there would like to donate, the link is right there in the chat. And I thank you very much for considering me. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasu Seti, Black Power Cartel. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Here we go. Charlie Kirk knows white women benefited more from affirmative action than the black people who died and bled to get it. He's always talking about affirmative action. He's always talking about affirmative action, but will not talk about the fact that his own white women benefited more from goddamn affirmative action than black people who died for it. He ridicules people who use affirmative action. He ridicules people to make them feel like they're racially inferior, and that if it was not for affirmative action, they would not have that position. No, but this is the thing that they don't talk about. Let the General talk about it. The thing is, he's talking about racial inferiority and hiring people not qualified for the job, when these white people was hiring anybody white, regardless of their, qualifications, only to not hire a black person. You see, who pick between the black and the white. Well, we'll pick the white, regardless of his skill set. You see, regardless of his skill set. So this is the lies that they put out there on the people. You see, these are the lies that they put out here on the people. Now, I seen somebody had put in there earlier, how do white women, and goddamn it, we got the damn information right here. How did white women benefit more from affirmative action than black people? Okay. Now, this is coming from white scholarship. Okay. According to scholars in multiple studies, White women have been significant beneficiaries of affirmative action policies, particularly in employment and in education. And you know why? Because when you look up on the internet, you see the white man pulling his woman by her goddamn, a caveman pulling his woman by her damn hair. You can go back in ancient Africa and ancient Egypt. You see the black woman already up on the walls of great and mighty and beautiful temples as goddesses, and you understand, and great empresses and queens. We already got our woman up there. She already up there. But when you look up on the internet, you can see where they got, and these is cartoons and things of that nature created by white people, where they show the white man pulling the white woman by her hair, you see, by her hair, because she's nothing. She's nothing. She's less than dirt. You see, let's talk about it now. It's not say so a man or a woman think of in their heart and mind, so is he or she. You see, and so the white women wasn't worth two damn dead flies to the white man. Okay, so they had to use goddamn affirmative action to get in the predicament or position that they were in. Because if it wasn't for affirmative action, she'd still be probably at home some damn where. You see, let's just deal with it. Let's just deal with it. Okay? We look at goddamn what's her name? Sandra O'Connor. She was the first goddamn Supreme Court justice, I believe. Yes, that was in the goddamn 60s and 70s. Goddamn country damn near 200-300 years old. And goddamn it, they just getting the first goddamn Nancy Pelosi was the first fucking head of the goddamn any chamber in Congress. Nancy Pelosi, we talking about just some years ago. You see, she the first one, so they just getting in these goddamn positions. They ain't been in these positions. You feel what I'm saying? They have not been, so it was affirmative action, DEI, that got them into them positions that they was in. So while the policies were often publicly associated with addressing racial inequality, the inclusion of gender as a protective class, meaning women, you see, in 1967 meant that all women, including white women, were covered. You see, now this is the critical shit about the fucking affirmative action. See, we bled and died for that shit. You see, this wasn't supposed to be, it shouldn't have been no gender, because the black woman and the black man didn't have no gender discrepancies. It was the white man and white woman that had the goddamn gender discrepancies. Okay? They the one that had the goddamn gender discrepancy. We didn't have no goddamn gender discrepancies. It was her goddamn white man that was dogging her ass out and dragging her by her hair like a caveman. That's the shit that they was doing. So, so what happened is they didn't stowaways. All of these motherfuckers, the Hispanic, the goddamn these no pride individuals, the women, the women's movement, all of that shit is bullshit. That came and kidnapped the goddamn civil rights movement. The civil rights movement was to get black people they rightful due as citizens of the United States, justice and the right to go to school, the right to be in positions of power. This is what this was about. Equalizing the playing field. Because I said what I said, when you got a man that has 250 years ahead of you, you see, you just getting off the fucking plantation after 250 years. He done went around the fucking track 250 times, and in them 250 years, motherfucker keep talking about the money. You can have all the, he monopolized power. He monopolized power, goddammit. You see what I'm saying? He made sure that, only white men was in positions of power, senators, governors. You see what I'm saying? He monopolized power, so it don't make no difference whether you got the money. You understand what I'm saying? They can vote to take your money. They can put your ass in a bag because they got the power. When it comes for any goddamn thing, you understand? You got to go through some type of white clerk, some type of white manager, some type of white senator, some type of white this, some type to get to the next level. And because they had monopolized all the levels of management and things of that, then we could not come up the goddamn ladder. We could not come up the goddamn ladder. And so that's what the affirmative action, the civil rights movement was about. Okay? That's what it was about. And so now it has been kidnapped because I see, wait a minute, I see where Donald Trump said he made the comment and went to the Supreme Court about this, that the 14th Amendment was only for the children of slaves. Donald Trump said that the 14th Amendment was only for the children of slaves. So was the affirmative action. And the civil rights movement was only for black people. You see, but just like they kidnapped the 14th Amendment and now everybody using it to become a citizen or whatever, you know, they have also kidnapped affirmative action and not, you know, others who had not even went through what we went through are now benefiting from the blood and the fight of our people that was out there dying and bleeding to get some type of equality. Now you got transgenders, cross-dressers, white women, Hispanic, any motherfucking thing that could be called a minority. So affirmative action should have been, you know, interpreted the same way as the 14th Amendment. That's what should have happened. But it did not happen. So we got a lot of vagabonds. We got a lot of stowaways. And they did see, but the thing is, you got to look at the time frame in which that happened. What they was trying to do is that they was trying to sabotage affirmative action. They didn't want to have it just for black people. So that it was a law on the books that was strictly for us, that's going to help us. So that's what they did. They flooded in all because it was the right thing for them to do at that time. But now it's 2025 and that's old now. You see what I'm saying? It has no more use for them now. But back then it had a use. It had a use. You feel what I'm saying? And so, yeah, they sabotaged it by allowing all these other groups that had nothing to do with the fucking civil rights movement, had nothing to do with it whatsoever, wasn't even here when the fight was going down. You got to understand, man, when this shit was going down, it was really only white and black over here. It wasn't no other peoples over here. It was white and fucking black. So these motherfuckers wasn't even on the land at that time. You see, now they over here and our people then in the ground, and you understand, now they don't even want to honor them. They don't even want to honor our people. They want to talk greasy about Dr. Martin Luther King. You see, they want to talk greasy about all the people that got out there and fought for some type of equality and we know what it is. We know that at the end of the day, the man hand who giveth is the man hand who could taketh away. We know that. But the fact is that our people had to do something. You see what I'm saying? You understand? We had to do something. And we have been, overwhelmed, militarily overwhelmed, and we done stood up. You see what I'm saying? But, in order to, not put our women and our children in a desperate situation, we have chose other means to try to achieve liberation and freedom in order not to, put our women and children in a desperate situation. And so that's why we did that. But at the same time, when you got this beast who don't give a damn about women and children and nothing else, sometimes you just have to tie them goddamn Timberlands up and get out there on that goddamn battlefield and get ready to go to work, because that's going to be your only goddamn choice. So, but see, we have to speak about that because this old Charlie Kirk is ridiculing black women in the Congress and other positions. He's now listen to me. I don't necessarily agree with some of them sisters because it is what it is. They into that Congress thing, and you understand? So we know what that is. But at the same time, I know that those particular black women that he's trying to ridicule symbolically mean all black women. So at that point, again, I'm telling people out there, leave that shit alone. Quit making these little ass, your little 2 down, 3 yards, 4 yard, we going up the field. We ain't got time for that little squabble shit right now. When he ridicules them sisters, you understand, regardless of their political affiliation with these Neanderthals, which we know they very well may have, you see what I'm saying? At the same time, we know that those black women are only symbols of the whole, group of black women who he's trying to ridicule. Because this is what the fuck he's saying. He made some disparaging comments about the black woman, talking about her racial inferiority because she would not have gotten that position. We talking about some of these sisters in Congress, and you understand, I believe the Supreme Court too, if it was not for affirmative action. So if he can ridicule black women, and the thing is, we must be clear about that racial inferiority, because that's what he's talking about, racial inferiority, that they're not qualified to have that position, that they stole another white person's position. Now, if that's the case, and he even made a mention that when he see a black pilot, he wonders if he's safe. Is it safe to fly on that plane? Because that, under what assumption, I don't know, that he thinks that everybody that's black in a position has to have affirmative action, which is bullshit. And if they do, it's because you wicked beasts will not give black people an opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? To prove themselves in these positions, which they could obviously do. You see what I'm saying? And many of them pilots are from the military. So that's bullshit. They already been flying, you dumbass motherfucker, to say some silly shit like that. But anyway, what he talking about? And talking about when he see, this is just showing you how racially dumb he is. And then we could sit around, he talk about these black pilots, when we could sit up here and talk about the Tuskegee Airmen, which my grandfather was a Tuskegee Airman. The Red Tails was what they transporting other as a transporter group that guarded the other planes and shit, and they didn't even lose no plane that they guarded through the whole goddamn war. Let me bring that up. And he got enough nerve to talk about some goddamn airmen and pilots and shit. Let me get that shit. Let me get this shit up here right quick. Exceptional combat history, where they flew over 15,000 missions, destroyed enemy aircraft, and supported Allied forces in Europe and North Africa. They also earned over 850 medals and awards, including Distinguished Flying Crosses, and proved that African Americans could serve with distinction in the U.S. military. Their success in combat helped dismantle racist assumption and directly contributed to the desegregation of the armed forces in 1948. How silly, how dumb is he? He's a dumb motherfucker, man. That's racial. No fuck is you talking about you, and here it is, we the best. We had the best goddamn record out of World War II. Destroyed 261 enemy aircraft and damaged many more, while also destroying numerous enemy ground targets, including rail cars, trucks, and even a destroyer. Even took out a destroyer. The airmen were highly decorated. I remember my grandfather got a gold medal. You see, when they went to the, and it is what it is. You see, he went to the D.C., and got his gold medal with the brothers that were still living at that time. The airmen were highly decorated, earning over 850 medals and awards, including over 150 distinguished flying crosses. Okay, they were considered one of the Army's most successful escort groups, consistently protecting American bombers on their mission. So here it is. He's saying when he see a black pilot, he's nervous and motherfucker, get your racist ass out my face, man. This is total racism, man. Man, white people weak. I'm just gonna say that, man. That's a truthful statement, because this shit is known. When you make silly comments like this, and you're you're a zealot. You're a zealot about some bullshit. You're a zealot on some bullshit that just show you your mental capacity. You see what I'm saying? That just show you your motherfucking mental capacity. We still in the house. Okay, we're in the house. We're in the goddamn house. I just wanted to bring that out. So since he's so gung-ho about affirmative action, and then somehow that means some type of intellectual inferiority, then where is his tirades on white women who benefited more from affirmative action than any other group? They talk about it. They benefited more than any motherfucking group from affirmative action. Matter of fact, let me see. Where was that? I read that part, okay, and what did it say? The affirmative action gain. Research by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that the white women were the largest beneficiaries of affirmative action policies. Research by the National Bureau of Economic Research, not me, not you. So go look it up. People say how. Go ask motherfucker to ask me how. Go ask the National Bureau of Economic Research found that white women were the largest beneficiaries of affirmative action policies. A 1997 estimate stated that affirmative action helped at least 6 million women secure positions since they made gender a minority, meaning women a minority. Then the affirmative action was also included women that they not only otherwise obtain. Wait a minute, here we go. Affirmative action helped at least 6 million women secure positions they would not have otherwise obtained, with the most of these women being white. Okay, here we go. See, we got to get, so people keep asking, how is he racist? I mean, goddamn, anybody could go to the fucking internet and do this research, man. I mean, what the fuck? And they act like he graduated, at least them sisters graduated. This motherfucker did 1 semester of college, and then he gonna sit up here and disrespect somebody just because you go in under the affirmative action. Motherfucker, you still got to do the same work. What the fuck you mean? You still got to do the same fucking work. That just means you got in. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to do the same fucking work as everybody else. So that's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit right there. But anyway, so you see right here, that was just, and so they flooded and we bleeding, and while we out there fighting for civil rights and shit, and trying to get our equality in this country, that white woman was on the other side of the damn, the picket line with the white man spitting on us and shit, and throwing rocks and throwing shit and spewing all type of hate. And then once we won the shit, they came from on that side onto our side. You see, to sabotage the civil rights movement, to sabotage affirmative action for black people. That should have been for, just like the 14th Amendment was only for the children of slaves, affirmative action was only for black people. You see what I'm saying? We was the ones out there fighting. This was a black and white country at that time. You see? And so they say, okay, how can we sabotage it? Okay, we'll make women a minority. You see, we'll make women. That's between you and your woman, motherfucker. Get on over there. You motherfucker, that's an in-house situation, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit right there. Sabotaged. And then the goddamn Hispanics and the Chinese and then the damn the no pride movement and anybody that could be labeled a goddamn affirmative action should be re-regulated, but they getting rid of it. But they should not have ever let the other groups onto the bandwagon of affirmative action. I just want to tell y'all that. So that right there is why, and he belittled, and I'm going to tell you this before I get off of here. All of this shit about the intellectual inferiority, let me be clear what that racist ideology is. That is eugenics. That is eugenics. That is eugenics is what the fuck he talking about. I ain't gonna even give him no airplay on. I don't even want to hear his motherfucking frequency. Y'all can go out there and get it. It's out there, and I know exactly what he said. You see, so that's eugenics. So not only is he spewing Ku Klux Klan rhetoric, he's spewing J. Edgar Hoover rhetoric. He's also spewing eugenics rhetoric. And he does it again. Let me be clear. When he laughed at the sisters. You see what I'm saying? He laughed at them. So this is when you laughing and you're making racially charged comments, you're making in jest and in ridicule, condescending comments with the intent to insult and belittle a people with totally no regard to how they feel about it. You see what I'm saying? That is racist. You see, you're gonna mock a people. Oh, there, look how dumb she is. Oh, she can't even say the word right. Like Beavis and goddamn Butthead. You see what I'm saying? He up there laughing. Look, you're right. You're ridiculing. You're mocking. You see, and to spit that that eugenics, racist ideology up there. You see, it's clear. We got to deal with this. And I always told y'all, and to people out there that's telling our people that they're wrong for somehow that, man, nigga, if you don't go somewhere and sit your silly ass down, you understand what I'm saying? Go sit your silly ass down. You understand? Real talk, family. We can't allow this shit. This is, what the fuck, nigga? What the fuck is wrong with you? Man, boy, I tell you, boy, these niggas is coming out the woodworks today, talking crazy, telling you to bow down. Is that what they saying? To bow down? All right, family, let's move on, family. I'm gonna keep it moving. We got some more information that I'm gonna chop it up and I'm gonna keep bringing it. I want you to get out there. I want you to get over there, support it, share this shit. God damn it. Put it on somewhere. Put it 4-5 different goddamn places. Don't leave it up here just for a motherfucker. Put it somewhere. Bless some black person with some damn information that can help them understand what's going on right now. You see, Francis Galton, that's right. Founder of eugenics, 100. You understand what I'm saying? 100. Francis Galton. That's right. Get over there, family. Share it up and get over there. Support the general. Click one of them links in the chat, and I'll be right back. To the family just coming in, I'm coming right back. If you're up, goddamn it, tap in. Because goddamn it, we dropping information tonight. Black Power.